We are on time. We are rolling.
I'm ready! I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready.
I'm feeling super stoked today because I got out and whoops, wrong color. I got out and voted today.
Yay! Oh, yay! That is absolutely incredible. I was supposed to vote today.
Realistically, I voted a couple days ago, but because I get the mail in early ballots things, but I just decided to actually fill it out and send it in today. So I felt like wearing the sticker today instead. So
you mailed it in and you get on the sticker.
yes.
Where did you get the sticker from?
They send it in the ballot.
Oh,
Yeah.
Let me go look at my ballot.
At least in Arizona, they do. They send it with your ballot. So when you send it in, you still get the sticker. So like from like October 15th or whenever the early ballots come out, you got people just kind of randomly walking around the same with the stickers on that say I voted. So until the actual election day itself.
Okay. So I am going to. We're still on early voting here. So I'm gonna do. Is it early voting? Yeah.
Yeah, it's early voting right now. No, yeah. November 8th is the actual election.
Right. Yeah. So, I'm going to vote tomorrow, which is actually Tuesday. I'm supposed to go Monday. Yeah.
Nice.
Which is today. Yeah. So anyway, I'm waiting on my son to come from Locust Grove to go vote with me. So I usually take him with me to vote.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool. I like it. I like it a lot. Good times. So what's going on, Mona? How's your week been?
It's been good. Did I tell you I hired an assistant?
No.
Yes, man. I hired somebody. It's a little hard to let go, but I'm so excited. I'm so excited about things she could take off my plate, and and then she knows like all the systems I use, pretty much all of them. I think I had to teach her like 2, which leads up to our conversation that we had on Thursday at Comments. We about to go over all these different systems, all this different software, but she knows Service Bench, which is a plus.
Oh, that's a huge plus. Yeah.
I taught her Dispatch Me. She knows Service Bench. What else she know? Service Power. Yeah, she knows she knows Service Power, and she knows one more, and I can't remember which one it is.
Service Desk?
No.
Crossware?
Dispatch Me. No.
GSPN, Samsung.
What is it?
House Call Pro.
No, but anyway, she knows that stuff, so it made it so much more easier. So I didn't really have to teach her too much about scheduling. I taught her Dispatch Me, but a lot of it is like kind of, most systems are alike, so it's not a whole lot, So now
they cross over pretty well.
Yeah. So now I'm just teaching her like how to do diagnosis, how to do triage, over the phone and stuff like that. And so I'm excited. I'm excited about it. That is just hard for me to let go. It really is.
It's hard for any business owner, the entrepreneurial, right? Because it's number one, we're that type of mentality anyway, where we want to kind of control everything as much as we can usually. And then 2, that's our baby, right? We've built that. We've grown that. We've put blood, sweat, and tears into this. And so then just handing it over to someone, it's super hard to do. I totally get it. And it's the struggle I'm having right now too, is because I'm a control freak as it is, right? I am a control freak. And I try to control as much as I can in my environment as I possibly can. And so I've really had to learn how to give up control, but I got to hire someone too. I'm at the point where I have to hire someone too, because I just can't keep going at the rate that I'm going. I'm so freaking exhausted all the time, which is why I yawned a minute ago. I'm just tired.
Yeah, me too.
So
me too. So I am just grateful right now.
Yep.
Grateful.
And it's hard. It's hard to give it up. It's hard to turn over control because you always have that mentality or that mindset or that thought that, no one's going to do this as good as I will.
Exactly.
Because
I'm telling you.
it's not that it's not theirs. They didn't grow it, right? They didn't invest that much into it like you have. So, but it's when you actually do get a hold of that and you can set that mentality and you do finally start letting go, it is such a freeing experience that, oh my God, it's like weights are just lifted off your shoulders and your back, and you can finally get your head above water and take a breath a little bit.
Tell me about it.
I get it. I'm right there with you.
Tell me about it. I'm just like, oh my God. It's just, but I let go, but don't let go. I got all these kind of forms I send her, so she can fill out so I can approve it. All kind of spreadsheets. I got the stuff just really lined up for her. Like you really can't go that much wrong because I got it, everything lined up the way I want. And when in doubt, I got something for you to fill out this form, send it to me so I can approve it, this and this and this. So, just until she get her own flow, and then I can trust her with different things that she don't need approval for. But I'm excited about it. I'm like, it's already like a weight lifted.
Yeah, no, I totally get it. Totally get it. So totally understandable.
Yeah. So, and that was my thing though about hiring somebody is having to train them, like having the time, taking the time out to train them. And so with her, I am taking the time out to train her. We did a couple Zoom calls, went over the systems and stuff, but it's not a whole lot because she knows and she's done it before. So that was just like that was the blessing right there.
That's huge. That is huge. The fact that someone has some experience in the appliance industry and knows the systems already, that
was the blessing.
That's good. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, so we're gonna try to see how this is gonna work. We us doing the comments and stuff, and yeah.
I gotta wake up. Holy cow! Oh my goodness!
I know. I need a ticker. I should have.
I'm making you yawn now.
How you gonna make me yawn? Now I'm the sleep queen. I am the sleep queen. I don't need nobody making me more sleepy. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. I didn't want the ticker to come on already. God, you gonna let me edit it?
Ladies and gentlemen, we are experiencing technical difficulties at this time.
All right. Yeah, it's real technical difficulties, y'all. Let me put this appliance repair class up because they say I be neglecting the appliance repair.
You're neglecting the appliance repair class?
Because I always be having a ticker up for the seal system. I don't really be having this one up because most of the students that come don't really come from YouTube for that class, so that's why I don't really push it down to YouTube. But I'm gonna put it on there, give y'all the opportunity to see. We do have a class coming up November 7th. It's still not too late to jump in that class. It's almost full though. So
it's never too late to jump in a class.
Yeah, it's never too late. Oh shoot. Matter of fact. Okay. So what we're gonna try to do is
what?
I got an interview for tomorrow, and I was meant to confirm it with the guy. He got 45 years experience doing appliance repair, and he's still doing service calls.
Ooh. And he's wanting to get off the road?
Yeah. So I got an interview with him tomorrow.
Speaking of which, if he wants to get off the road, if it doesn't work out with you, I still got some openings on Tech Line. So, pass him this way. Especially if he's in the Atlanta area. Yeah. And he, doesn't mind sitting in the cubicle answering the phone. There you go.
What's the hours for the Tech Line? Yes.
9 to 6 East Coast.
Okay. Yeah. I'll definitely let him know.
Yeah. I don't know if it's like an East Coast thing, but you all start Hisense and everyone else I've ever met from the East Coast. They start really late in the day. Oh, that's the East Coast thing. Yeah, like 9 o'clock. Like, you know how long it took me to wrap my head around people starting work at 9 o'clock? Because in Arizona, we start at like 7 a.m. That's like 7 or 8 at the 8, man. If you start at 8, you are like sleeping in Maybe it's because in the summertime it's 120 degrees and we just want to get done earlier before the heat really sets in. But I don't know.
But 9 to 5, it was like the standard. People like 9 to 5. I got to work my 9 to 5, or that song, working 9 to 5. What,
Dolly
living?
little Dolly partner, yeah,
something like that.
But no, I get like banker's hours. Like when you think 9 to 5, I think like a banker or something. But everywhere else I've ever worked has always been like really early shifts. Like I used to, even in the grocery store, I used to go in the grocery store. I used to start work at like 4 a.m. So it just, I've always been used to early shifts. So to get my mind wrapped around starting at 9 o'clock is just like weird, which works great for me being on the West Coast because that's still 6 a.m. for me right now.
Exactly.
So it's still like I'm working that early shift and I get done super early. So I'm okay with it.
Yeah, I start work real early too because by 10 o'clock I'm halfway through my day.
Yeah. See, that's you can't beat that. That's it's so much nicer to me.
I had a business partner one time. He used to roll out of bed at 10 o'clock. I'm like, are you really just getting up? Like, I'm halfway through it. That was just so, it irked me so bad. Like, I'm like, you're just waking up. I'm halfway through my day.
That would be my wife if she could. If she could do it, she would sleep until noon. And I'm like, I'm up at 6 and I'm like, or 7 at the latest if I sleep in. And I'm like, we got stuff to do. Come on, let's go. Right.
7 is sleeping in, right? Because when I sleep to 7, my whole day is thrown off.
Yeah.
The whole day is thrown off. So
yeah, I sleep till 7. I'm like, this day's useless now. I got nothing. Might as well just take the day off and just sit on the couch and watch football or something because I got nothing now. It's 7 o'clock and I'm just not getting up. It's useless. I'm done.
Yeah. So I'm gonna be more productive. I get up 4:35. Even on the weekends, I still wake up that early because my body used to it. But I don't know, kind of like lately on the weekend, I actually been sleeping longer. So I'm like, what's really going on? Like, why my body letting me sleep longer? I guess I'm just
you're tired.
That's what.
Because you're so overworked because you haven't had the help and the assistance. That's where I'm at right now too. Like I found myself, I'm so exhausted. No, like I get up, I'll do a little bit of work, get my breakfast, whatever, like my normal time. And I'll go sit down and do my devotionals, my prayers and stuff on the couch. And I pass out again. Like I've only been up for like an hour and a half, but I'm gone for like another 2 hours. Because I'm just my body's just so tired.
Yes, that is totally me. That's me too. And so, and the reason I get up at 4:30 and 5 is to meditate and pray. So I would get up, meditate and pray, and now like fall back to sleep. Like, no, that's not how it works. That's not how it works.
The good thing is that God knows our heart, right? He doesn't. It's not so much about our mind. Like my intentions are good, my heart is good. I'm sitting down, I start this, and then I'm just gone. Like I'm out.
Exactly. Yes.
When I wake back up, I pick it back up and finish, and I'm like, oh yeah.
I know. And then as mornings, I get up and I just dive right into work, and I'm like, dang, I ain't meditate nothing. Like, because it's just like something pressing is there. And as soon as I get up, I have to jump in on it, and I'm like, dang, I ain't did nothing but work.
Yep. So. That would be when I got classes at 5 a.m., which is 8 a.m. East Coast time, and I'm like, okay, well, start pumping the coffee and let's do this.
Yeah, that's usually me when I'm going to the gym and stuff because I like to work out like 5 o'clock in the morning. 5.
Those people.
Yes, because my body shut down after 5. I can't. The evening, I just can't.
Yeah. See, I tried working out in the morning. I can't work out in the morning because my body's already tired, and then working out just makes my body even more tired. That I can't do it. So I work out at night right before I go to bed, and then I am like a rock. I am just gone.
See, it gives me energy in the morning. I don't know. When I started strength training, I think that was like in 19. I was during COVID. So I think it was 2019 and 2020. I was driving an hour away to go work out at the gym. I was driving an hour to the gym. I work out for 2 hours, and then I drive an hour back home. 4 hours of my morning. It was right before I opened up the school. So I was, getting everything in preparation 4 hours of every morning. I woke up 4:30. I had to be to the gym at 6 o'clock. And I did strength training, then I did step, and then I was finished around 9, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Got back home around 10 o'clock and went to sleep. I was so tired, Tim. Every day, like I would go work out and come home and go to sleep.
You're crazy, girl. You're crazy.
I was on a mission.
I see that. Holy cow.
I did it up until I got COVID. So I got COVID December 2019 or 2020. I don't remember when I opened the school or none of that. I think it was December 2020. So I got the COVID. So I started with him June, like right before. Yeah, I started with him in June till December, and I got COVID. Then I stopped. But man, I was on my way. Man, my body was looking so good too, man. I was building so much muscle. Came off a Squat-tober. Everything was looking good. And
Good time.
I know. That COVID hit.
Baby.
Right. When I got COVID, and I was like, but I was already not going to still be able to continue that because the school was open and there was no way for me to 4 hours out of my morning to continue to do that.
Yeah.
So,
that makes sense.
Yeah. So, but I went hard for 6 months, 4 hours out of my morning. Yeah.
Dang. I'm like, okay. I feel like, this big now because like, I feel like I go big and go hard if I go for like 30 minutes. I'm like, I stretched this morning.
You do. I just like my mentality was just like, I was just like, okay, let me stop playing. Like, what am I doing? Let me go ahead and get this weight off, And I have been wanting to work out with this guy forever. He over at Lovely Bodies, the revenge, I am the king of fitness. So he specialized in the revenge bodies. So I have been wanting to work out. Yes.
Genius marketing. Marketing.
Even though I wasn't doing no revenge, none or whatever, but it's just because one, he works with a lot of celebrities, and when I seen Candy Bird's daughter, she had worked out with him and she had lost so much weight. Ever since then, I had been wanting to work out with him. So I went out there, drove an hour. I wanted to work out, but he was so far. But I was like, you know what? I drive an hour to go to work. He's actually right out there down the street from the corporate office we had with McDonald's. He's right down the street. So I was like, if I can drive an hour for work, I could drive an hour to invest in myself.
Yeah.
So, so I did it and worked out for 2 hours and came home, drove an hour back, 4 hours out of my day, and came home and fell out and went to sleep.
We kind of talked about this a little bit too, because I know this is not like what we were planning on talking about tonight, but we have talked about this too. Like, to be an appliance repair, you do have to be in shape because it is a lot of lifting. It's a lot of moving heavy appliances, especially those unitized stack washer dryers or those gigantic built-in refrigerators or those gigantic dual ranges or dual fuel ranges from like Wolf, Sub-Zero, Daycore, those Fisher-Paykel, those really big ones. Those things are freaking heavy.
Yeah.
Even refrigerators, like for my training class I'm doing right now, I got a Hisense refrigerator. I'm doing Hisense training in the middle of the fall training round. We're doing Hisense training, and in my little studio, I got a refrigerator on a dolly. It's on a dolly, right? An appliance dolly. But when I get done doing the PowerPoints, I have to move that into the view so we can start tearing it apart, taking a look at it. And that thing to move by myself, like I got to stand up on the dolly and grab onto the top of the fridge, and I got to like kind of rock my weight a little bit and get a good pull back to get it down, because that thing is still, even though there's not a lot to it, it's still heavy.
Yes. Yeah.
So
appliances are getting heavier.
Seriously, are they, or am I just getting that weak? Like,
no, I think thankfully, they're getting heavier.
Well, thank you. That makes me feel better. But my son has a good friend at school that he lives right down the street from us, and his dad is actually the host of the show, or was the host of the show when it was on TV, the extreme makeover weight loss edition.
Oh yeah.
That's his friend, and so I go over to the house, and like their like 4-car garage is like just nothing but workout gym equipment, and this little 11-year-old kid is doing like push-ups and chin-ups, and I'm like,
wow,
dude, I feel like a fat slob right now. As I'm watching this little kid looks like that meme of that, like that really buffed little kid that was like doing the workout and the bodybuilding type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
This little kid started to look like that. I'm like, gotta lay off the corona here after work.
I know it. And then the thing about when you get in your 40s, you start losing muscle, and you know, I mean, when I get in my 40s, you know, I want to.
Oh, I'm already there.
I want to make sure. I want to make sure I'm not losing muscle.
Start getting the grandpa or grandma arm thing going there.
Right.
No, I'm there.
Right. 40. So I have a lot of muscle. I'm trying to maintain it. So it's just covered in fat right now.
Oh yeah, so is mine. Yeah.
So look, let's get these comments up. We've been trying to read them for 2 shows. And we got
almost 3 now.
Right. We got like 8 minutes.
We can get a couple out of the way. Let's knock a couple out.
No, we probably can get all of them, really. It wasn't
you think? Oh, from one whole show? Just one show? Or we
yeah, we only got one show of comments. That's it.
Oh, okay.
So let me see. See if we can.
Who is that handsome looking bald guy right there?
I don't know. I should have put your dance up there because it just cracks me up every time. Every time I do, I'm ready just for your dance. Okay.
I got skills. I got rhythm.
So look, we was talking about, I think, the software and stuff last week. Yeah. So I talked about a little bit of it today. So last week, Greg B was like, "What's happening, y'all?" Shout out to Greg B. King K say, "What's good?" Greg B say he likes Service Bench. See, I think most of you guys who use Service Bench like it. I just don't. I don't know why I don't.
Service Bench, if that's what you learned on, because that's what I learned on first with Service Bench, because I was doing, at the time, that's what Lowe's was using to do warranty work. So I learned everything on Service Bench. That was my main software that I used at first. So I liked it. I thought it was easy to use. And not to mention that because my dad used to work for Whirlpool, he knew Service Bench inside and out already. So that definitely helped my learning curve of Service Bench. And then once I learned Service Power, I'm like, oh, this is pretty similar, but I think it's a little bit better, actually, in my opinion, for a couple of things. But I started learning Service Power, and I'm like, oh, this is even easier. And I got all the service manuals or the updates, the tech sheets, the bulletins that they put out, manufacturers will put out, and I can see it pop up right there. Mm-hmm. So I like Service Bench. It's a great product. I don't know if I would use it in my day-to-day. Mm-hmm. But obviously you do have to learn it to do warranty work for Whirlpool and or Assurion now. So
right. And see, that's why I had it. I was with Assurion, and that was one of my first contracts back in 2018. And I don't know, I must have had something else that was just easier. And it just, I don't know, maybe I'll give Service Bench a chance. I don't know.
Give it another shot. If you get Service Desk, you can do Service Bench and Service Power. You can do both.
In Service Desk?
Service Desk, aka Rossware.
Right.
You ever notice, just total side note, just really side note, have you ever noticed in this industry we are really, really bad at naming things? Service Desk, Service Power, Service Bench, and then you got like Appliance Parts Company, then you had Appliance Parts Depot, then you got Fox Appliance Parts. Like, we are really bad at naming things here. It's just
because your name really don't supposed to be what you do. You know what I'm saying? So service is, it's yeah.
But it's good in the sense like it tells everyone that may not be in this industry what you do, which is good in a sense. But when you're in the industry and you're trying to keep service bench, service desk, and service power like in your mind of which one uses what, you're like they just get jumbled and crossed.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yes, all that service. This service works, all that. Terry Electrician said, "What's up, folks? Shout out to Terry Electrician."
Hey, good old Terry, good old Greg B too. Yep.
Oh yeah, SSG Academy said, "Hey King K, I was just thinking about you," and I was thinking about him because I hadn't seen him on for a while, and he happened to come on that night.
He's out in San Francisco area, right? The Bay Area.
Don't get me a line. No, he's not out there, and he's told me a couple times he's either in South Carolina or
who am I thinking of then?
Or Savannah.
I'm thinking of Appliance Boss.
You think about Appliance Boss. Yeah, you think about
Appliance. Yeah. Appliance Boss.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Keys DB said, "Hey family, what's up, Keys DB? Shout out to y'all."
Keys DB.
Yeah. Terry Electrician said, "Oh, so you must have said something
about me. That hurts my heart."
He was like, "Who watches baseball anymore?"
Terry, that hurts my heart, Terry. Come on, man. Baseball, the great American pastime. Baseball and apple pie and fireworks on the 4th of July. Come on.
Ain't nobody watching no baseball. Okay.
I admit, watching baseball on TV is boring as all get out. I even fall asleep at it if I need a nap. But live. Speaking of which, just so you know, like I started following them on TikTok and their Instagram pages, but I was scrolling through my little Roku, my ESPN app on Roku, and I came across a show on the ESPN app about the Savannah Bananas baseball team.
Savannah Bananas.
The Savannah Bananas. Seriously, go check out the Savannah Bananas. They are fantastic. I fell in love with baseball all over again because of these guys. They take this game and everything that made it boring to everyone else, they make it so much fun. Like they have a guy that pitches on stilts, and
really?
Yeah, they pitch on stilts, and they just have it's like a big old party. They have instead of having like normal cheerleaders like most sports teams would, they have the I forget what they call them, but they're grandmas. They're older ladies that they come out and do the little cheers in between. And they wear costumes. They bat in, they have kilts as part of their uniforms. It's just a fun party experience game. And it's hilarious. I love it.
I think I'll watch something like that.
Yeah, at least check out the show and give you kind of the background of how this all started. And yeah, you'll fall in love with it. You'll definitely want to go. Savannah, they're based in Savannah, Georgia, so go check them out. You're right down the street. I have no idea how far Savannah is from Atlanta, but you're right down the street.
Oh yeah, it's like I think 3 hours. Something like that.
It's just a day trip down there. You're good.
Yeah. Okay. Keys DB said Mona and Tim hit us with the pump fake. He said we hit him with the pump fake, y'all.
I don't know what I did to do that one, but okay.
Because we went live. It was pre-recorded.
Oh, yeah.
And we were trying to figure out where was the Fox Appliance at. And I kept wanting to say Lake City. Terry Electrician said, yep, Fox Appliance is in Lake City. So that is confirmation.
All I know is it was right down the street from the hotel I stayed at, which was a Hampton Inn, which is right around the corner from a Cookout Burger. And that's actually why I picked that hotel, was it's around the corner from a Cookout Burger. I love Cookout Burger.
My children used to too, but I don't know. They never asked for it no more though. Terry Electrician said he used to live a couple miles from it in Ellenwood. Oh yeah. I used to I live in Ellenwood with I just used to live in Ellenwood. Okay, we'll leave it there. King K said he been having to get his son to football practice and games. I totally understand that. I know that life.
Seriously, my Saturdays is getting my youngest to gymnastics, and then I gotta get my oldest to volleyball, and then right after that we take my son to hockey. So my Saturdays are just like they're wiped out. They're wiped out.
That's
so
how my Saturdays were. That's how mine were, especially when your kids are like all different ages, especially when they play basketball and cheerleading. Because my youngest son, they played first in the morning. Then my daughter, she was cheering, so she was somewhere around the afternoon. And then my stepson, he was oldest, and they were at night. Like we went to the field from the morning, always from the first game to the last game. Yep. I remember spending one birthday at the field the whole day.
Yep.
Whole day.
Yep. That sounds right. That sounds about right. And it was, I liked it better that way because when my two daughters were in figure skating and my son was in hockey, then it was the whole day in one spot. Right. I like that. But when I got multiple kids and I got to go from one side of town to the other and then back, that's just annoying as all get out.
I know it is. And Terry Electrician said Whole Foods on Amazon on Whole Foods. I think I was talking about how I like to order my food from there. Yeah. Amazon Fresh. Remember I was talking about?
Yeah. And there, I love that little meme. I don't know if you heard it, but there's like that little running joke when Amazon did actually end up buying Whole Foods. It was like one day Jeff Bezos was like, "Hey, Alexa, I need to order Whole Foods, something from Whole Foods." And Alexa goes, "Now buying Whole Foods." And that's how Bezos ended up owning Whole Foods.
Oh, Lord Jesus, that was too funny. I've never seen that.
You never seen that one? Oh yeah, that was a good one.
Never. Nope. But y'all, look, okay, we are over time. Y'all got to get over to Mike. And we will see y'all Monday. Look, jump in SSG Appliance Academy if y'all trying to get into this 2-week appliance repair class or the seal system class. Jump into it. In the description, y'all can get over to Appliance Bootcamp, and also Tim's YouTube is in the description too. Click on it and subscribe and like his YouTube channel. A lot of good information over there. All right.
I got to build it up a little bit more, but getting there. We're getting there.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to be a lot that they can get from it.
Yep.
Y'all just get over there and follow it.
Just get over there and follow it. Yeah.
He going to put some really good shorts on there. Terry Electrician said you should do shorts. I was telling Terry Electrician in our YouTube class that you should do like the little short videos that's like 60 seconds.
Basketball or cargo?
Like videos length.
Video shorts. I thought you just wanted to see me in shorts. I'm like, my legs are pretty good, but they're not that good.
Get off. Just get off.
That's all, folks.
Bye, y'all.
See you guys.